21 possessions, 7 marks. And his rival, that in fact, bettered that today. Chance now to bridge the margin back to 8 points. Emily comes in. Drop punt is a beauty. So Emily kicks a valuable goal to the West Coast Eagles. As we watch it again, a kick from Cousins gave Emily every possible chance. Lockham coming across could do nothing to spoil the marking attempt of Andrew Emily.
Well, it was a terrific mark in the end. And the thing is, the possessions may have dried up since quarter time, but I'll tell you what, he's become a goal kicker. He's their leading scorer with 3 goals, and he certainly has kept them in the game.
Still a very winnable game, only 8 points the difference, plenty of time left.
So they need to win it out of the middle. Chance, West Coast into attack. Fletcher, good kick. Haynes, maybe too far out, can go long. Hunter's back in the square, across the ground we go. Jones, one hand, can go at goal. Hands free, Judd, normally good in this situation, he'll kick a goal. He will kick a goal. West Coast are back. Well, they won it out of the middle, and he's certainly been quiet since quarter time, but Chris Judd has put his hand up. That's his 3rd goal.
Well, we just see the kick across here. He's supposed to hit Jones, and we just see the umpire get in the way there of Lockham. But Judd had the presence of mind just to steady, and that is a very good goal.
Well, what a game of football. Of course, these sides played the MCG round 2 last year. Magpies getting over the line by just 1 point. And we've got just as good a game here this afternoon. Lucuria hacks it forward. Hum and Williams. Hum does very well. Collected by Rocker. Would have been better advised to perhaps tackle. Ball out wide, kick from Carroll, and we'll get a boundary thrown. Hum straight up to his feet.
He is a tough footballer.
As we watch the replay again, Rocker coming in and just really hitting him hard. Gee, got up well.
He did well, Hum. He held on to the ball.
Fraser knocks it forward. Lucuria has tried very hard. Fletcher going nowhere. So we'll get a bounce. Let's get down to Christie with an update on Collingwood injuries.
Well, Shane Whiten is just about to come back onto the ground. He's been taped up. He had a cut above his eye. We've got Ben Johnson off the bench. He won't play, take any further part in the game. We've got an elbow to the stomach. And, of course, he got Prestigia Como off, so they're already 2 men down. West Coast Eagles have Daniel Chick off.
Fraser gets it down towards Burns. Is he held? No. Buckley hoists it high. Rocker in front against Carroll. Carroll did well working under the football. Rocker was equal to the task. Knocked away wide from 30. He kicks and he misses. Just on the ground. Squeezed it through for a line.
Great tackle there, but great running by Woden. He was at the stoppage and he ran hard forward to be able to get the handball off Rocker and have a shot at goal.
I wonder if he'll go for the big talk now with Punda. Not a lot of targets. Let's get down the other end. He'll wind up. Drop punt it is. Good kick, Gardner. Couldn't mark it. Rocker. Buckley. Short, Davis. That was a good kick. He held the ball in traffic, straightened up, and Leon Davis straight into the path of football.
It was a great kick by Buckley. All he had to do was try and find someone inside the 50. Davis presented. The kick was spot on and had the vision and poise just to slot that short kick to Leon Davis.
Well, he supplied everyone else. Leon Davis has certainly come back to some sort of touch this afternoon. And new dad through the week, so congratulations. And he just misses. Pressure's still on. And with West Coast, the key now is they have possession of this football.
We're Punda at fullback. We talked about Collingwood's comeback, but what a great win it would be for the West Coast Eagles away from home if they were to come behind and snatch this game. Prodigious kick towards the wing. Rocker almost. Fraser now O'Brien. Now there's a loose player, Tarrant. He's got to beat Hum. Hum did very well. The kick from O'Brien just didn't have the penetration. It wasn't precise enough.
Gardner's free.
And now the West Coast Eagles, they work it to Green. Green dumps it one. Gardner, who's outrun Fraser. Marks on the wing. What a turnover that could prove to be. Braun running hard through the midfield. Chance now for the Eagles. Up towards that man, Embley. Oh, the back Matera's marked. They've worked in tandem a couple of times, Matera and Embley. And this time it was Matera at the back. And he slid and was able to grasp it onto his chest. And a chance now to put the Eagles back in front in what in itself is a remarkable little comeback. They've kicked the last 2 goals of the match for the West Coast Eagles, and this to give them the lead.
And no better person with his hands on the football.
Philip Matera will kick from 40 metres to the boos of the Collingwood fans here at the Telstra Dome. Comes in, couple of steps, kicks looks pretty good. He's kicked it. He's kicked it. The Eagles are back in front. They've kicked the last 3 goals of the match and have responded in emphatic style. What a game of football.
Well, yes, Leon Davis has a shot down one end. Phil Matera takes a grab and kicks his goal, but set up by this piece of play in Hum. And we just watched Phil Matera at the back of the pack. I don't know how often he actually marks the ball at the back of the pack, where the ball actually carries over the top, and Matera makes the most of his opportunities.
Well, a lot of footballers, that's what they should be doing. Take note, because as a player leads up the ground, we see it so often that a player does run underneath the ball sailing over the top. Joffa with his hands, his head in his hands. Still plenty of time though. Gardner's been terrific. It's on to Cousins. Burns. Loken. Collingwood are into attack this time. It's a 3-0. Tangle the legs. Glass will take the mark. It's half back West Coast. On quickly. Haynes has to be good. Cole wasn't there. Oh, that was a mark. Not paid. O'Brien. Williams through the traffic. Judd will take a mark. So just holds it up. Still plenty of time. 25 minutes last quarter. Oh, just taking it was Green. And it all started with Casey Green a little bit earlier, 5-6 minutes ago, where he kept that ball in, raced it up the other end, and they're able to goal. They're in front, and Wapunda short again. Banfield, the Fury are down. Banfield short. A little bit of run now. It has come back. Braun. Hunter leads up the ground. Braun will hold it. Short it is. Fletcher just controlling the game now. Certainly the tempo. West Coast able to dictate. 26 minutes last quarter. Short again. Hunter.
They're doing well here, West Coast. They just keep presenting. Just keep hitting the short passes. Collingwood must man up. They've got a loose play back in Wapunda. They can't allow that to happen.
So Wapunda will take a bounce into the air. Cole has to jump, missed it in the end. Clement back towards West Coast goal. Good tackle, Fletcher at ground level. Kerr gets the arms clear. Chance for Jones round the body. It's into the air. They need a mark. It's into the pocket, and the ball over the line. Embley is down there. Wrestle with Loney.
It's so important for Collingwood to man up here when West Coast have possession. They can't free a player up. They must force them to kick the ball long.
So Gardner, front position. Judd through the traffic. Hands off Embley. Embley around the corner. Oh no. It's a goal! It's a great goal! Oh, West Coast have been able to pull another one out. 4 goals in about 6 minutes of football. That guy, why wouldn't you be happy? 4 goals for the game.
What a game he has played, Embley. As you said, Dave, 4 goals, but no more critical than that snapshot at goal. Let's just watch it. Judd able to get the ball free. Embley slaps it on his boot, and that is a superb goal.
Well, what a remarkable effort by the West Coast Eagles. They've kicked the last 4. Let's quickly go down to Christie.
This game will definitely be a game of survival. These players are so tired. This play's cramping everywhere. They're down in their winters. They just have hardly anything left to give.
You'll find now that Collingwood get possession. They'll try and move the ball quickly. West Coast will do the direct opposite. As soon as they get possession, they'll try and slow it up.
O'Brien gives it straight up to Judd. Chris Judd, he's dynamic from 45, kicks, and this time he misses. Well, he normally converts those. He's got exquisite skills, Chris Judd, but missed. 9 points. The West Coast advantage.
So Clement, Shaw has to be good. Sampy with a chance short. Phil Matera backpedals and marks.
Will take all the time in the world, Phil Matera.
And Phil Matera, he's had a fair game. 2 goals. The scoreboard doesn't tell a tale. He's certainly been in there as he always is. And there's plenty of grunt about him, considering he only stands so high. So Phil Matera with another chance. It is 9 points. Time just starting to drift away from Collingwood and burning up plenty of this clock at the moment. Phil Matera, normally a pretty good kick at goal, a very good kick at goal. Matera 45 out and he misses. So he kicks the scoreboard over. Little fella not too happy. It's a 10-point lead.
Straight down the middle.
Spiral torpedo from Clement. Woden in front, couldn't take the mark. Oh, well done, Fletcher. He's at 55 from goal. Just chips deep into the pocket. Chance for Embley. Can he control it? He can. Somehow got it to Broad, who forces through. Kicks from 40. Kicks another one. Is it? Yes! The West Coast Eagles are home at the Telstra Dome. Fantastic effort. They were down and out in that final quarter. They trailed by 15 points. They've kicked the last 5 goals of the match, and pretty much how they started the match, because they kicked the first 5 goals of the match in the first 8 minutes as we watch it again.
Well, great effort by Broad. Took him on and slotted this one through, but the West Coast team, what character they've shown today. They looked down and out at 3/4 time. I wouldn't have picked them, but the way they've played in this last quarter has taken a real team result, and they have been outstanding.
Ought to be commended. They have finished beautifully. Talk about having the stamina and the fitness. It's into the air and they're into attack. They haven't finished just yet. Burns through the traffic to O'Brien. That's tired. Coming out to meet it, Brodie Holland over the top. Johnson, hands off again to Burns. Collingwood to see this game out. It's into the air. They need a mark. Didak is down there pushing. Should have been a West Coast free. It'll come down. They go to the boundary. That's good football. And Casey Green doing enough down there.
Well, the win by West Coast today gives them an 8-game or 8-point buffer, I should say. Where had they won today, Collingwood would have put them even. So virtually is a double win today.
So Leon Davis has kicked. Woden is down there. Cross goal. Casey Green got the body in. Players go to ground. Woden, you're in trouble. Into the air. Haynes, normally a forward, will follow the boundary. Does it get over? It does. And terrific victory coming up for West Coast. They look down and out, and they're able to find something. Certainly their skipper has been a very good player. Had his moments in this game where he quietened off, but when it counted, he was certainly there, as has this guy. Michael Gardner has been fantastic. Lone hand in the ruck. Kerr, Licuria, and as Christie made mention, you can imagine, well imagine, with the way the scoreboard has ticked over, we have some pretty tired footballers.
Pretty special day today for West Coast Gates.
Big win.
Their second win this year in Melbourne, which is very important. But they've done everything today. West Coast, fantastic start. Then Collingwood did take it up to them, and have played an outstanding last quarter. West Coast to win.
And there it is, an emphatic victory by the West Coast Coast Eagles, as Stephen Silvani said, full of character and merit. They bounced out of the blocks, kicking 5 goals in the first 8 minutes. They raced to a 41-point lead deep into that first quarter, only to be headed by Collingwood, and they trailed by 15 points midway through the final quarter. But they rallied and steadied, kicked the last 5 goals of the game to